Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of House Flipper 2. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Having a fantastic day. I think today we want to do a house from the forest, which is the only area we haven't done a house from. I think we're going to go with the forest cabin here. It's relatively small, 789 square feet. Let's go ahead. Confirm. There we go. And let's go to this house and just take a peek at it. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so we've got some barriers and things, which I will remove in a bit. But as far as the actual house goes, we've got a fairly decent-sized yard. Bunch of downed logs and things like that. The interior, though, I mean, obviously there's trash and stuff to pick up. Looks like we got a little kitchen space here. This is a very small place. This, I guess, was a bedroom. And then was this like a pseudo living room, I guess? Or maybe the bedroom... Yeah, so, okay, so we got bedroom, kitchen area... little sort of walkway. This door goes into a bathroom. Okay, there's an upstairs bathroom. Good. And then there's a fairly good-sized basement down here that we can do something with as well. So, yeah, not too bad. Obviously, it's in a pretty poor state at the moment. But we can get this thing all fixed up. Let's go ahead and get our trash bin over here. We'll open that baby up. And, yeah, let's get cleaning. Okay, I think I got the whole place cleaned up for the most part. There is one stain right here that just will not go away. It's there, but it's impossible to remove. So, rip. Had to patch a bunch of holes in the walls. Obviously, we're going to have to do something with the walls here. Oh, I just realized that was supposed to get sold as well. I did notice one thing, though. There's a window up there. There appears to be an attic in this place. And I think we might be able to take advantage of that. So if I look at... is there a ladder? Or like an attic stairway? If I search for like attic? No. What about ladder? No, all we have is the scaffolding. Ah, okay. So I'd have to put in, if we're going to get up there, I would have to put in a full-on stairway, which I don't want to do. If we could do like a little folding stairwell or ladder or something, you know, maybe put it like right here, you could get up into the attic. That would be amazing. But we don't really have room in this house for like a full-on stairwell. Like, there's just not space for it. And it doesn't look like there's anything up there looking through the window. It's really hard to tell, but I think we'll be okay leaving it as it is. That's disappointing. This is one of those things where House Flipper 1, you had options, or at least when they finally released the farm DLC, I think it was, is when you could add in stairwells and stuff like that of your own. Because like you could put like an attic stairwell or ladder like in this little closet right here, be able to get up and essentially have an entire extra floor, which would be awesome. But it just doesn't exist. Like all we have are regular stairs. You know, so that's a shame, but it is what it is. It's fine. So next thing on the list, we got to refresh all of the textures here. We got to reside the house. We got to do something with all of this. We need new stonework. All the walls inside need to be painted. Oh, I just realized I missed some windows when I was cleaning. Okay, well, that'll be easy enough to do. But yeah, I think that's my next step, is work on walls and floors. All right, my friends, I think I got walls and stuff done. So outside, decided to keep using this sort of wooden paneling around the whole house. I think it looks pretty good for a log cabin, honestly. So that'll work. Redid these sort of beams, made sure that all of the sort of stonework down here was filled in. Redid the texture on the deck. And then in here, once we go inside, kept it pretty simple. So we went with sort of a darker wood floor in both here and the bedroom, as in fact, pretty much in the whole house, except for the basement. Out here, we went with this sort of, I think this is yellow wood paneling, sort of towards the bottom, and then we painted the top with this like a yellow. I gotta say, there is a surprising lack of beige colors in this in the game currently. There's really not a lot. You basically have the stuff under this yellow. It's like this one, and this, I guess, is kind of beige. This is kind of beige. And then over here, you've got a couple more to work with, but it's pretty limited. In here, same deal, except it's a lighter color. Ooh, I just realized I missed the ceiling in here. Let's fix that real quick. Just copy this and quick fix that. Because we do want the ceiling in here to match the rest of the house. Now, this house is a little weird. You'll notice that when you go into the bathroom, there's this spot where the ceiling kind of slopes down just ever so slightly. This bit right here is actually part of the roof, which is why I went with this sort of wood paneling for the ceiling. I wouldn't normally have done that, but the only other way to fix this would be to actually add a wall, and I didn't want to do that and lower the ceilings in here. So yeah, that's what we did. And there's a couple places in the house where that's applicable. I think it also applies over here to this stairwell and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is kind of this whole area. In here, this will be our bedroom. We've got just a little closet space in here that I just painted. Didn't do anything special there. And then the stairwell that leads down to the basement is, once again, mostly wood with this sort of cobblestone texture down here. But then once we get down to the basement, we've got kind of an open space here. I decided to leave the concrete floors. I thought that was fine for the basement. And then in here, this is going to be just a little bathroom. So yeah, should be good. Also, when I put this tiling down, the bear footprint stain or whatever it was disappeared. So that's good. But yeah, that is essentially the house as far as the walls and floors and stuff like that goes. So now we just need to get some actual stuff put in here. So we're going to keep this pretty simple. There's not really room for a TV. So we're going to do these two rooms here, I think, together. We're very limited on space. So again, should be really straightforward. First things first, let's grab ourselves a sofa. And we want something fairly simple. Maybe something like this. That might work. Let's go precise placement. Is that... We want to go with a pretty rustic style here. That's a little too small. I don't really love any of these, if I'm being honest. I think this is the one we're going to go with, but let's change the texture here. That might work. I think that, you know what, now, I think this is the one I like. Let's go with this one. And we'll just put that right here. So there's a little bit of seating, a place where you can sit down and read or whatever. We don't really have room for a coffee table. Let's do this, actually. Let's scoot this over as far as we can. And then maybe we can fit like a little table in, just a little end table. Something like this? Nah, not that one. Yeah, something like that. But let's go with a different wood type. Maybe that. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll put just a little table lamp there. Probably... Actually, maybe this one. Just put that there. That will work, I think. And then we've got like a little reading space. We could maybe put in a bookshelf. If we can find one that fits. That will fit, but it's a little too thin. That's too big. There we go. That's perfect. We'll just put that in right here, and then we can have like a little bookshelf in that space. And maybe we can put some books on it, which I think are under hobbies. Here we go. So we could put in change orientation. We could fill this up with books, and you can go like so and fill up the whole thing. I'll do that off camera, but yeah, that'll be sort of our bookshelf. And then for our kitchen, I think this is going to be sort of the kitchen area, and we're going to put like a little dining table right here. So let's go back to interior. Let's go to our, where is it? Cabinets. Here we go. And we want rustic. So probably this crane one, I think. That should work. Let's get these in place for now. And then after they're in place, we'll work on changing the style. Which of these do I like better? Probably this one. So we'll put oven here. We'll put a sink maybe here. Grab a regular cabinet. If I just search for... Oh, here we go. That's going to be too big. This one, maybe? Yep, that'll fit there quite nicely. And then hopefully we have a room for a fridge. Or hopefully we have enough space here for a fridge. Yeah, it'll just fit. Okay. Is that the fridge we want? Or do we want something a little taller? No, I think this is good. I think this is the one we'll go with. So we'll do something like that. And then we want to go back to cabinets and go to hanging cabinets. And put in some of these. Probably put you like here-ish. And then another one above the sink. Oh, that's a little weird with the lighting, but it's fine. And then we'll do maybe this one and this one. Something like that. That should work out pretty well, I think. And then we just got to change the colors. So let's go change style. For the base, that's the floor base. Let's go front. Here we go. Let's go with maybe, we don't want to go cedar. Maybe dark beach for that. And then for the countertop, I think we want to go cream granite. We want to go with some sort of stone color, probably. That might be good. Beige marble, cream marble. Yeah, I think this one. And then the handle will make black. And the interior we can just leave. So something like that. There we go. Copy, paste, 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 paste. There we go. So now we've got some stuff. We want to go with a induction stove top. One that's smaller than that. Put that right here so that we actually have a stove top. And I think that's good for the kitchen space. It's not a lot, but it'll be enough. Then let's go to tables. We're going to want a dining table, but it needs to be pretty small. So maybe something like this. You can maybe put that here. And then just go chairs, seats, benches and chairs. And you can just fit a couple of these in. I want to make sure this is centered if I can. Looks like right there is the center. There we go. And then paste, paste. So there. That'll work as like a little kitchen space. I think that'll be fine. And then let's maybe go with... We need some decorations and stuff in here. I think here there's enough space for something. So let's maybe go storage, medium storage. And I'd like to get something that's pretty thin to go like right here. That's probably a little too... I want like a dresser that's thinner and relatively small. There we go. That's perfect. That'll totally work. So we'll put that right here. Ooh, it sticks out a little farther than I was hoping. Okay, let's maybe do tables then. And we'll go small tables, and we'll do like a console table instead. And just put that right here. Yeah, that's a bit better. And then we can put like a plant or something like that on it to sort of add some stuff. We're definitely going to want a lot of plants in this house cabin thing because, I mean, obviously, we're going for a very rustic style. I think we also want to go surface finishes and tiles. And let's go with like a light marble. Let's change this to something like this. rotate it this way and maybe increase the size. I don't love that. I'm looking for something. There we go. That's perfect. This is, I think this is a little more along the lines of what we're looking for. And what I want to do is just put it as a backsplash right here. And just right there. That's the only place I'm going to put it. The rest of it will be the same as it is right now. And then we'll sell this. You know what I think, actually? I think I'm going to put another cabinet in right there. So the only open space will be right above the sink. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. Okay, there we go. So there's our kitchen. We'll decorate this out with some more various stuff, you know, plants and random, you know, knives, pots, pans, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And then I got to do some decorating on the walls, probably some paintings and plants and things like that. But all in all, pretty good. So I'm going to finish up these 2 rooms here, and then we'll get to the rest of the house. All right, my friends, I have gone ahead and finished up this sort of kitchen and living room area. Basically just added a bunch of decorations. Went with a lot of these hanging fish, actually, because I thought it was fairly fitting for sort of a log cabin out in the woods. I imagine this isn't a place necessarily that people would live, but rather this would be like a little vacation spot, right? You got a weekend off, you go out to the cabin for the weekend and, you know, camp and whatever. So this is kind of what I'm envisioning. But yeah, just added a whole bunch of different decorations to the bookshelf, some plants, a couple little kitchen accessories, nothing too crazy right there. But then I went ahead and did the bedroom. So this is our bedroom. Nice double bed. Again, kept it pretty simple. Just a bookshelf over here with some stuff on it. We got a little dresser and a mirror, like a vanity. This is actually not part of the dresser. You can see it's its own separate mirror, but you can kind of lower it all the way down to make it look like it's one piece of furniture, like a vanity type deal. Little plant stand over here, painting on the wall, clock, green rug, and then in the closet, just it's just a dresser and then a little wall decoration and another little rug. So nothing too crazy with the bedroom, but it's nice and cozy. I like it. So I think it turned out pretty good. Okay, next on the list, I went ahead and did the bathroom. So this is the bathroom right here. I think it turned out well. I'm not super sold on this carpet, though. Maybe we should change this. Maybe we go like a faded. Make this more of like a, maybe like a darker green. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Yeah, that seems a little better. Okay, anyway, so over here, this is all from a specific set. I forget what it's called. It's under cabinets, functional cabinets. This one right here, it's the Rockwood set. The Rockwood set only has a couple pieces, and I did actually use them all. There's the sink, there's the counters, sort of, that have kind of an open air shelf underneath, and then there's the standing one, then a mirror, and just a little box. So this is a little box. Unfortunately, there's no hanging cabinets at all, and you're very limited in the sizes that you can pick from. At least I think you are, right? You can't... Yeah, you can't really change the size, unfortunately. Because what I would have liked to do, actually, is have one of these standing ones and then countertop all the way to the wall. But the room dimensions didn't work for that, so this will be fine. Then in the shower, I went with kind of a more old-fashioned shower. A corner shower with just a curtain that pulls, and then a little toilet, and then just a couple little decorations, a plant and a picture on the wall. Nothing too crazy, but I think it's nice. It's a nice, cozy little bathroom. It'll work pretty well. Last, but certainly not least, we have the downstairs. Now, I didn't do much with the stairwell at all, in fact. I basically just put a poster on the wall here, and that was it. But once we get down to the basement, I made this kind of like a little workshop area, so there's like a workbench with some tools and things like that on it, some shelves on the wall, Over here, we've got some plants and things to sort of just decorate this area a little bit without taking up too much space, and also to kind of break up the browns with a little bit of green, because I think that's always a good thing. In here, we have a washer and a dryer. They fit very snugly in this little area, fit perfectly. So we do have laundry. And then over here, I didn't really know what to do with this space, so I was like, you know what? Let's just put a piano down here. We'll just put an old piano and a little stool for it. And yeah, why not? And then we've got just a rug here to break up the concrete floor. And I wanted to go with a more sort of rugged carpet instead of something that's fluffy. So this would be more like think like a doormat almost, something along those lines. Something that you know, for the basement work. I don't know what you would call it necessarily. But then there is the bathroom down here as well, and very, very simple. I just toilet, sink, mirror, rug, trash can. That's it. Super tiny bathroom. It's just a little half bath, but it works that way if you're working down here on a project or something. You need to quickly use the bathroom. You don't have to go all the way upstairs. So yeah, I think the house turned out pretty well. That is the whole place. And I think it's good. I suppose we could do one more thing that I think would make a lot of sense, and that is to go and grab ourselves... I know there are... Oh, here we go. A grill. Every cabin needs a grill. You gotta have one, right? How can you grill? How are you going to go out to the cabin and not plan to grill something out? So, yeah, there we go. And then we can leave those there. It's whatever. But yeah, that is the whole house. And I think, honestly, it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a fairly small space and some very interesting room dimensions to work with. I didn't want to... I think the only walls that I modified in this house were the downstairs, other than patching up the holes that were in a bunch of the walls. But I think this was... I knocked out this wall here and gave us more of like a little corner nook rather than an entirely separate room. But yeah, that's the place. I like it a lot. I hope you like it too. Let's go ahead and put this thing on the market. And let's see, auction house, here we go. So we have 227,000 into this, 61,000 renovation cost. Let's see what we get. Okay, that's pretty good. I will take that, make a nice 100,000 basically, and we have now sold the forest cabin. So we have another house done and dusted. I don't know what's next. Probably going to look to one in the suburbs here, since we kind of did a suburbs house with the starter house. Then we did a coast, then we did a forest. So we'll probably go back to the suburbs next episode. But guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.